Once in a while, there's a VTuber out there who accuses others of viewbotting. And while I don't say that viewbotting overall is like not an issue, it very much is. You can't just call out people for viewbotting without having actual proof that they are viewbotting. Anyways, jealous VTuber accuses streamer of viewbotting, instantly gets exposed as a hypocrite. We'll look at this as a ref video. So here is the thing, Demi, I think that's how you say it. That's how you say it. By the way, classic mean girl occasionally, right? She does have the mean girl energy. You also should please consider liking, subscribing. I appreciate it. To fight the mean girls, of course. Overall, she's been calling out somebody for viewbotting, which is very interesting. Overall, she's very much probably wrong because she obviously can't prove it, and some people are now accusing her of viewbotting, which is interesting on Twitter. Anyways, we're gonna look at this. So yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious. Fun fact: I've been viewbotted before. At least I'm assuming that.
Here. Sorry for the.
At least I'm assuming that. That's just what I think. Cause like at one point I had like 30 viewers out of no reason, without any raid and without anything crazy. Something that I just don't get. So that is my assumption, honestly. Is it right? Probably not. But who knows? What was he?
Bit of a lackadaisical voice. I just woke up from a nap and I saw absolute chaos on the timeline. So there is a situation where one VTuber is accusing another VTuber of viewbotting. In fact, they go further and they say that this particular person is ruining the entire VTubing scene. Now, of course, they provide zero evidence for anything they're claiming, but they're talking about this individual right here, Olivia Monroe, who right now is one of the top female Twitch streamers. And here's her account. And let me make this very clear. I have no allegiance to this person. I don't know them.
I think I've seen her somewhere before. Because obviously I follow Kodiak here. I also follow like Banana Juju and like the other people that I can clearly see on there. So I think I have seen her account somewhere before, but I can't say. Regardless, right? The problem is that Demi is known Demi. I don't fucking know. Is notoriously known for being a mean girl. So take everything she says with a grain of salt. And she also likes to weaponize her disability, which is really weird.
Never watched a single stream. I could care less about this person, but what's being alleged against them is crazy. It's completely unfounded and, as we'll see, hypocritical. So, what are we talking about? Well, the accuser on the left here, Demi, has this chart with her statistics on Twitch.
Am I the only one who thinks this is weird? Like, this is the star, right? And like, zoom. I don't know. That looks a bit weird. Shouldn't that be gradually getting big and not like immediately? Like, this is a straight line. Am I stupid for thinking that? That's just a straight line. Huh.
Versus Olivia Monroe, the person she's accusing of viewbotting. Get ready for this. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, let's see. So, we have a gradual, we don't have a straight lineup, right? We have a gradual start. Then it like starts from, goes up, it plummets a little, goes up again. Like, okay, it stays consistently up and then increases a little, but like nothing here looks crazy particularly. Anyways, if I see the other one, it would actually be the reverse. Honestly, the other one looks more viewbotted, because like, how do you get a straight line of people just jumping in? Like, wouldn't your viewership just gradually increase?
It's the exact same. I cannot believe this, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is the accuser right here, Demi.
Actually, it's not the exact same. It's different in the beginning. Maybe the beginning actually says more about it than who knows. Like I don't know. It looks weird. It looks weird. It looks weird more for her than it does for Olivia. Because again, why is the gradual line? That's a bit weird. Maybe it's just me.
who is just a disabled loud gamer, who made this tweet yesterday saying, "Why is nobody talking about the blatant view botting in the VTubing sphere?" Well, there's certainly a view botting issue on Twitch. Undeniable.
Yep, yep. Because I'm gonna be honest, that's to be fair, in parts also due to the. I think sponsors should be a lot more aggressive when it comes to checking. There's the people that they sponsor if they are view botting, because now you need to tell me how that works. I do not know how that works, but like, isn't it fraudulent to view bot when you have a sponsor because you get paid more? So like, it should be that is illegal, right? Maybe.
Big issue. But the issue is, who is doing the view botting? Now, as much as I criticize Hassan Piker, by the way, there's accusations that he's view botting, and I've said, I don't think he is the one putting in his credit card details to make sure that he's getting botted. I think other people are doing that. Nobody can control an outside force view botting.
Yep. Here's the thing, right? Even if somebody were to be view botted, right, and you can prove reliably that they're being view botted, you don't know if they did it. They might not even do it. They might not they might not even be aware that they're being view botted, right? That's like the thing. They might not even know it if somebody consistently does it. So who knows?
Another person. Okay? It happens. It's very real on Twitch, but of course, this person is ignoring that reality. Now, of course, they've been very quick to defend others who are being accused of view botting. This tweet right here is referring to the burnt peanut and people thinking that he's view botting or being botted himself against his own intentions. And she said, "This looks very normal."
Motherfucker, that's not normal. See, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, let's have a look at these graphs, right? So this is up, down, up, down. It's like a zigzag. So you're saying this ads. You're saying this is ads. But then again, other people look similar to that. Don't look similar to that. They don't look similar to that. You're saying it's ads. That does make sense. Burn Peanut fans also came and said like, oh, this is like people jumping in and out because of the matches. First of all, that's silly because, for one, you need to have like not the sense, I don't know how you do it, of when a match starts and also when a match ends. So that wouldn't strictly be possible. That's just not true. So yeah, there is a chance that that man is either viewbotting himself or is being viewbotted, and he doesn't even know it. And he thinks like, "Yo, I'm just like a chill guy." He might not even be viewbotted. Like it's German anthem music, or it have words. It also has words. It has words. Also music, but also words. Like there's a text you can sing.
His own intentions. And she said, "This looks very normal. It's ads." So she's been very staunch in her defense of other people being accused of view botting. And, well, people are asking, like, with your vague posts, it's like, who are you talking about? Like, if you're going to call out a issue, like, who are you talking about? If you're going to call out an issue in the VTubing sphere, give some specific examples. And this was something that people...
Because I hate vague posting. I hate vague posting because it's like not fun. Like if you want to start a fight, just be a woman or a man, or like grow up hair and just do it. Just be grow up hair and just go in and straight up say go in and straight up say, yo, are you viewbotting? Not like, somebody's viewbotting. Like, okay. See, if you have a problem, then you gotta talk about the problem to fix the problem. But if you never talk about the problem gets never fixed. That's what this vague posting is. It's like, we have a problem, but I'm not gonna say who's causing who is causing it or what the problem is. I'm just making aware that it exists, but I'm not gonna say who it is because then I'd have to actually be confronted. And I might end up even being wrong.
Including VTubers, were asking in the replies saying, I love you, Demi, but it's kind of ironic to vague post about this. This is why no one is talking about it. Nobody says any names, so I genuinely have no idea who you're talking about. If there are people who are blatantly viewbotting, they should be called out in order for anything to change. And she says, sorry, the vague post, it wasn't intentional. I just wanted to see the thoughts of Twitter before I said anything? What? You were waiting for Twitter's response before you...
That's so stupid. I'm gonna go make a vid. Bye. Take care. Bye-bye. Have fun. That's so stupid. So let me summarize. Let me summarize, right? Let me summarize. You couldn't just say who it is. You need to wait until others gave their opinions before you said anything. So if others never shared their opinions, you would never say it. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have somebody who's retarded.
decided to actually call out specific individuals. That seems weird. But the other VTuber would reply saying, sorry if I came off as pushy or anything. No! Why are you sorry? This person should be challenged on their claims. They're claiming that there's a huge botting issue in the VTubing sphere. You need evidence. What are we talking about here? Be more pushy. This person is making a very big claim. And of course, well, they would get specific. After hours of criticism, they would come out and say, the most blatant one I've seen is Olivia Monroe. And they would say this live on Twitch.
It's important to talk about this because she is literally ruining for other streamers to get actual sponsors. Once you genuinely, like, do you understand the majority of us streamers, the reason why we stay afloat is because of sponsors? And if ever sponsors start to like question us and etc.,
I will have
literally
to say that
it will fuck
viewbotting
us.
is
It's
just
poisoning the well.
anti-competitive.
It's poisoning for everybody else. So other VTubers are gonna be like, oh yeah, no, we don't want to work with VTubers anymore.
This is a insane. You dense motherfucker. You dense motherfucker. Okay. It might be that Olivia Monroe is viewbotting. It might also be that somebody else is viewbotting her. You don't know this. So if you go out there and say, yo, this person is viewbotting, you're essentially saying somebody is responsible for, like, their viewbotting, which doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Somebody might pull out their credit card and viewbot her. You don't know this, you dense motherfucker. I don't get it. I don't get it. Also, you have not provided any proof that she is viewbotting. Nothing in this up until now, nothing is being provided that she's viewbotting. You just threw out the name and was like, "Yeah, this bitch be viewbotting." Do you have the proof of that? Do you have the proof of that? Her floppy hair poke, she copy you? She's been there longer than I am. Unfortunately, Sag, no.
This VTuber that we worked with was obviously viewbotting apparently, and we didn't know. Boom. They will never work with VTubers anymore. They will associate VTubing with like viewbotters, or etc. etc. It ruins everything. Once you poison.
Ah, yes. That's why they're very clearly. That's why people who just regularly stream with face cams very clearly have no sponsors at all, right? They lost all their sponsors. The VTubing space is the only place with sponsors. Shut up. That's not happening. Shut up. That's not happening. Worst case scenario, they're now gonna actively check and figure out if somebody's viewbotting or not. That's all there is to it. Because it's like, why is she acting like the viewbotting, like VTubing is such a big space that it may deter, like viewbotting may deter people from sponsoring VTubers? If that were the case, it would have happened a long time ago with flesh streamers, with regular streamers. It doesn't make sense. The math isn't mathing, right? Because like, there's so many big streamers, regular streamers that viewbot that this should have happened a long time ago. It doesn't though. Weird. Why not?
Reason, it's like, you know what I mean?
Now, of course, like
They're not associating regular streamers now with viewbotting, are they?
I said, she would not provide any evidence of what she's claiming. She makes this baseless claim in hopes that other people will come out and provide proof. And the proof, as we'll see, is ridiculous and just makes this person look like a viewbotter herself. Now, here is a further claim. She's not just going after this Olivia Monroe individual, she's going after Mythic Talent as well, saying why many other streamers as well are frustrated about this. I spoke to Olivia Monroe's talent agency Mythic Talent that most of her viewership are bots. They said it's not their problem. FYI, since she's averaging 5,000 plus viewers of mostly bots, she gets 5
Whole wall. Half a Bible. Full son of a bitch. Where's the proof? Where is the proof of this? Do you have any evidence that there are bots? Do you have evidence of this? Where is the evidence? Can you give me the evidence? Evidence. Because if you are making allegations, it is on you to prove that she's viewbotting. Not Mythic Talent, not Olivia. It's you. You have to provide evidence. Nobody else. If you are claiming that somebody commit a crime, you must provide evidence that somebody has been committing that crime. The police can also not jail you on a mistaken whim. Doesn't work. You need evidence.
figures per sponsor. These are really serious claims, by the way. She is not just saying these claims against one VTuber. She's now attacking an entire agency. I think a lot of VTubers do not understand how serious their posts on social media are. This is crazy. Like, you could get sued.
Look at the follower size. She isn't a small VTuber either, right? On Twitter, at least. She isn't small either. There's 172k views, right? This entire post, right? This post. You need to consider this. If only half of these believe what she said, they're gonna now say that Olivia Monroe is viewbotting, even if she might not, even if somebody else is viewbotting her. That's like the crazy thing. Stupidity.
For this. I don't know what you're doing. And the funniest thing is, somehow, people are defending this. Saying that
Yeah, people are defending this. It's really silly. Yeah, people are supporting this, which is really interesting.
Olivia Monroe's real concurrent viewer count is likely a lot closer to 400 viewers posting this. What are you talking about? How does this show anything? And then people say, looks pretty obvious, referring to Olivia Monroe's current status. Am I stupid?
Okay, so first of all, you're using the scripture base, which is interesting. So, like, yes, having a lot of viewers may end up being having a lot of subs, but they are not necessarily correlated, right? That's like interesting. Average viewers. So she's been growing, and that's that. Okay. What exactly is this? Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Okay. So she's been consistently growing each month. They're not even massive growth jumps, right? Not insane, at least. That's a bit crazy, right? We jump from like 5K just like 7K, but you never know. People might blow up pretty easily, right? I don't think that most of the peanut is like just like no people, right? But like still, this is interesting. Even if we consider that the peanut was brought up again, regardless, I don't think that's crazy. No, it's not. People have blown hugely up.
All I see right here is growth. Growth happens. Is growth proof of viewbotting? Or someone actually going out and trying to viewbot themselves? I don't know. But Fallen Shadow would respond to the previous tweet about Mythic Talent saying, the biggest problem with this is that you're assuming here that the streamer, her agency, and her sponsors are all completely unaware, while someone completely unrelated to all this is. I understand that viewbotting is a huge rampant issue in streaming, but this comes across incredibly inflammatory, and I just can't stand to see you talk about a dear friend of mine this way. The most I will say here, as I won't speak on her behalf, is that Olivia Monroe does not bot her viewership, and neither does any company or brand behind her. There is absolutely nothing you can do if your viewers are being artificially raised by a third party. You can tell your talent management, your partner manager, your sponsors even, but none of these people can do absolutely anything to stop this. I don't know you, and I don't know anything about you, and I have absolutely nothing against you, but please.
I do, because this is not the first instance. This has not been the first instance Demi has been doing this. Not, and I don't think she has ever accused somebody of viewbotting, but she has accused people of things. This is not the first time, and she has used her disability as a shield too. This is not the first time. It just isn't. It has happened before that. It's just like crazy. But good that Shondo's calling this out. That's good.
Please do not talk so confidently and cruelly towards one of the loveliest, brightest, happiest streamers on Twitch. There is no other streamer with her genuine love of good energy and kindness. One viewer or 100,000. Ollie is 1 in a million. Please don't be cruel to her. And of course, people bring up the fact that she was defending the burnt peanut, who, by the way, like, yeah, there was controversy about like whether or not he's a VTuber. It doesn't matter. A lot of people watch the guy, okay? And she was defending potential view botting of this guy, and now she turns around and attacks a fellow VTuber and is very cruel about it. And she even admits in replies.
Oh, it's very simple. She can't see getting along with one of the quote-unquote biggest VTubers is like, at this point it's just obvious, like, she's doing it for clout. That's just my view that I'm getting, because like, so you're defending somebody who might end up viewbot, but you attack somebody who might also viewbot. It's like, okay. It feels like, because so what it feels like to me is you didn't do anything with the peanut because that might result in backlash. But you can do it with Olivia because it doesn't result. You were expecting to not get as much backlash, but you know, it is what it is.
Here, saying she doesn't even know that a person could be view botted by a third party.
You've been around longer than I am, and even I know this. How the... There is no... Yeah, you're talking out of your ass. That means your ass is really talented. It can do multiple things at the same time. You can sit on it and it can talk. I don't believe that you don't know this. This gotta be rage bait. This can't be... Nah, I don't believe that she doesn't know this. Nah, no way. No way in hell. No way in hell she does not know this.
What? You didn't know?
Same reaction. Huh? How? What? How do you... That I don't believe her.
know this could happen, but you're accusing a specific individual in your field of viewbotting? What is this? You look jealous. You look insane. I'm sorry. It doesn't look good. Even someone who has me
Another case of NVTuber strikes again.
blocked is pointing this out. But of course, again, looking at her own analytics, Demi could be accused of the same thing. This whole situation is gross. It's annoying. It looks like jealousy.
She can be accused more because the graph is just a straight line at the start of the stream, while for Olivia, it's gradually growing. Interesting.
But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, to summarize, we have another case of NVTuber. We have somebody who has been, seen in a bad light because of similar things. And we have her accusing others of viewbotting, while it looks like she's viewbotting as well, and like defending people who might be viewbotting potentially as well. It's like, it looks to me that either jealousy or you wanted to start drama for no reason. But that's just me. That's just me. It looks like she wanted to start drama for no reason and it backfired. That's what it looks like to me. Like, it just makes sense. Because, like, for the beat peanut, you jump in and you're like, oh, he isn't viewbotting. Probably due to clout reasons. And, for the other one, yours, oh yeah, definitely, 100% was certainly viewbotting. Without allegedly not knowing that others can viewbot you. I don't believe her at all. I don't believe she's been around for so long. I don't believe that she does not know that this can happen. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, and don't be like Demi. That's all I can say. Don't be like her.